Great Dre.
Talk to me.
Irv Gotti came out and spoke about his relationship with Ashanti.
Horrible.
Do you believe his ego got in the way?
I'm gonna just be honest with you. I think that was like a low blow. Only because it's like it reminded me of like the days in high school. Like, like where a girl you liked and you messed around with, but it was low key. And then, once she moved on and found better, you remind your friends of who you were and, to validate yourself a little bit.
Okay.
It's like, hey, I was that nigga once, you know what I'm saying? Like that nigga at one time. So I think I'm like, yo, when I seen it, I was just seeing how like, Nori was like, hyping it up a little bit and how he's like, yo, I'm not gonna be little on this. And then you seen what Ja Rule did. So it was like, it was confirmation like, bro, you was doing too much.
Yeah. Yeah. And not only that, he was giving up information about everybody. I was like, he's just running his mouth.
But
yeah,
then,
like a little too much to drink.
But that's when they say like men kiss and tell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then it messes everybody up in the black community when it comes to that, because now women don't feel like they can trust us.
Right.
And if a woman can't like if she feel like every time that she do something like sneaky or like frisky or a little bit, you know what I'm saying? She's worried about, is it going to get out? And I think that's the worst part about relationships or any type of situationship where you're dealing with someone where you feel like you can trust them, but then later down the line where you don't have no reason to speak about it, you speak about it and then you try to, deteriorate my name.
Right, because you let down your wall.
Yeah.
You feel like you could be yourself around that person.
Yes.
Offer them to just throw it all in your face or put it out there.
That's why women don't use cameras now.
Yeah. And I think the worst part about it is then he like downplayed her too, compared her to other women, and it was like that was the corniest shit to me.
That's a
like
low
she
blow.
ain't bad. I was like, oh, because you see her popping her shit, because the guys is loving Ashanti.
Yeah, like there's no need
so
to be
it
a
was like,
hater.
Yeah, like when he compared to other females, that shit was corny as
But
hell.
at the end of the day, everybody know what it is. We all know what it is from the outside looking in. So
Exactly.
it was like when he said it, it didn't hold no weight.
It definitely did.
You know what I'm saying? We all sat there and said, come on, bro. Versus like, oh, for real? Like, we wasn't even pressed about it.
Right.
Now, if Nelly had said something like this, it could have been a little different because of the status. Ain't nobody
There'd
messing
be a
with
few
bro.
people questioning it because
Yeah.
their relationship was out on Front Street.
Yes.
People saw them together. So to hear, everybody loves some juicy tea, and even if it's not true, I mean, they don't care as long as it's juicy, right? So like you said, if Nelly would have said something, they would have been like, well, question it, like, was that true? You think so? We're waiting to hear what Ashanti got to say because we seen them out here together. So maybe, he's telling the truth. Nobody's seen Irv Gotti and Ashanti really together other than the people on the inside.
Right, because I know for me, I thought all those years she was messing with Ja Rule.
I know.
We both.
Yeah,
I really
know.
thought that, like, I did.
Yeah, so it was like, that was crazy to watch. And I think, like she said, he kind of made himself look bad. He was like, he's corny as hell, and he just would not stop talking about it. And they was just like, that's enough. And he just kept going on.
I'll try to give the benefit of the doubt. I mean, he was drinking or whatever the case was.
But that's the problem, though.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like, I haven't told nobody. I told some people, but I stopped drinking. Because, like, I drink wine, but I won't drink alcohol. And you see why. Like, and especially, look, when I was first doing podcasts, like, I realized what I was saying, and my words would be slurred, and I would say things I shouldn't been saying, and it wasn't making no sense, and I was looking like a fool on my own platform. That's when I'm like, you know what? After a couple of shows, I'm like, no, I can't do this no more. So when people go on Drink Champs, and y'all spilling the tea like that, it's all because of the alcohol.
Right. But don't you think it's done purposely?
Right,
You
like
know,
to loosen you up some.
Yeah, it's a finesse. It's a finesse. Especially when I seen the Chris Brown episode, like when I just kept seeing him drink. I'm like, bro, what are you trying to get out of this man?
Irv was like, he looked at y'all and he was like, I'm drunk. Like, I'm done. What I didn't like about that shit is he didn't stop him like, y'all, he's done. We're done. He was like, maybe you should drink this. Maybe you should drink that. I was like, that wasn't cool. It's like you saying, Court, I'm drunk. Like, I don't need no more. And you're already obviously making a fool of yourself.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, no, she's done. This is it. You're not drinking nothing else.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Save you.
Scout's honor. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, I
things
just
that
didn't
make
like
you
that. Like, as a homie, it was just like he could have helped him a little bit more.
right, things that make you think like, are you guys really that close?
Trust me. Anytime you use Ja Rule as the marketing brand when it comes to Ashanti and not you, rest my case. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So, do you think that his ego got in the way?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
His ego, his pride, his cojones, you know what I'm saying, his forehead. I think all I got in the way.
I'm screaming. Well, do you think that when someone lets their ego get in the way like that, do you think that it can put their career as being a socialite in danger?
Yes. Because your first impression is not your best impression, but your most, I want to say most profound one. So like whatever, like for example, y'all seen what happened, and you know when people see that, they react to that. It's like a trigger. People don't. It's not about success. It's about what you're doing and what the effects are. So when you put yourself out there, and then with the liquor and all that stuff, like you gotta understand, like yo, like people are now viewing you as that. That's stamped on you now, and now you can't even explain it. You can't. No one cares anymore. That's what they perceive when they see you. You know what I'm saying? That's what they see when they view you now. So yeah.
Do you think there's a comeback from that for anyone?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. What was it? Hood Tales or something like that they had on BET?
Yeah.
You're done. Yeah. You're done. That was your last one. Now, if you would have praised her and gave her flowers, then that could have been a marketing niche for you know what I'm saying, for business ventures to come.
Right.
It's like we gotta stop bashing. We gotta stop using the T as the only source of entertainment. You feel what I'm saying? So no, he can't come back from that. Dude's done.
Yeah. Do you believe that relationships can exist without ego?
I wish that it could, but that's the first thing people go to. You know what I mean? Even with women, like it's the first thing we go to. It's like, hold up. This is who I am. This is what I represent. That's not my morals or my beliefs. And it's like religion, and not even religion so to say, but the relationship religion. You know what I'm saying? Like the traditional way of thinking when it comes to a man versus a woman. Like for example, most women want men with stability once they get older, but before when you were younger, it was something completely different.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So like now, like egos always get in the way. I think that's the first thing to pop out whenever there's a disagreement, whenever there's a conversation about financial stability. It's never really pride. Pride is when you like take action. You know, like hold on, I'm not with that. That's your pride talking because I can't. You want to get your lick back. You want to say, nah, I can show you up. But when it comes to ego is the worst, dog. Because sometimes you start saying shit that you really don't mean, and it alters, the way somebody thinks or perceive you, especially in a relationship.
Yeah, you can't take that back.
You can, because it scars them. It's for life.
Yeah.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, I see your viewpoint, but would you like to say, well, no, I just want to know, like in a relationship, would you say you are someone who can tame your ego?
Now, and you know
like
why?
That answer.
Now, because now I understand it a little better. The conversations are there now. Before they weren't there. I think you have to meet in the middle, and I think that's the hardest process, the hardest thing to do when you're processing your relationship. It's like an easy bake oven. Before you even put it, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Before you
Come on, example.
Listen, before you even put it in, you still gotta put it into the pan. You gotta get the water right. You have to let it marinate a little bit. Razzle dazzle, put some flavor into it, and then you put it in, and then you wait. You feel what I'm saying? You wait. You let it process. It's not gonna happen overnight. Does that make sense?
It makes total sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no, like now. Before it was all ego.
Yeah.
I'm Dre. I'm this. I'm that. Da da da. You know what I'm saying? I'm always talking with my voice. I'm beating on my chest.
Okay.
Yeah. Because a lot of men, that's whenever we have an argument with a woman, what's the first thing a man do? We beat on her chest.
Yeah.
I'm this. I'm that. I ain't with that. I'm not so and so. I'm not one of them dudes out here.
So
But meanwhile, you acting like one.
Right. Can I ask you, since you're being honest?
Yes.
You admitted that you were once someone who's very egotistical.
Yes.
In a relationship.
Absolutely.
So let's say, let's turn the table. Say if it was like vice versa, do you think that you would be able to last in an egotistical relationship if the woman were to be the way you were? Just thinking back on how, like, things you were saying just now, thinking back how you were.
Now, see.
That's a good question.
I would. Because I'm toxic. I'm toxic. Y'all hear that?
Okay.
Where the camera at? I'm toxic. I'm a Cancer, Leo, Pisces. I'm toxic. I like that smart mouth. But also you have to learn how to tame that. So I'm going to let you get off your chest, whatever you got to get off your chest. But I'm going to ask you, where did it come from? Why do you feel the way that you feel? And how can we solve the problem that you're dealing with?
Okay.
If it's me, how can I break the ice with that? You feel what I'm saying? Like,
right.
where can we figure this out so that we never gotta go down this road ever again?
Absolutely.
But
real quick,
yeah.
would you say that's Dre today talking or Dre from before? Because do you think that you could even go about it that way from before?
Before, I would embrace it. And that's a bad thing, though. That's a bad thing. Before, I would embrace it because like I said, I'm toxic. I thought that was the thing, that was the wave. Like,
would you fuel it more?
Yeah.
Back then?
Yeah, like, the verbal abuse. Because a woman, like, Can we cuss on here?
Yeah.
Oh, so so women were like, you a bitch ass nigga, you know, you this, that, and the third, you ain't shit, you fucking with all these bitches. Like, and I'm like, whoa. Like, even though I was, I'm like, hold on, wait. No, I want you. Like, you know, I'll be trying to butter them up. And when they get that charm, they're like, you know what? He ain't shit, but I love him. So I was able to tame it a little bit. But now I'm not doing that shit no more.
Okay, so you were entertaining it.
I was entertaining. It was fun to me. But now when you got when you got rent, when you got car note bills, you got stability, savings, and all that, and you're trying to want for more, you ain't got time for that shit. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So now you got
with you more.
you need to get rid of old bullshit to create more space for new shit. We on a roll. We on a motherfucking roll.
Dre speaking knowledge here.
Yes.
So, in your opinion, why do you think it's hard for some men, not all men, to support their significant other?
Because men don't listen. Men don't listen. I'm going to say it. Where the camera at? Men don't listen. Men don't listen. Where you at? Men don't listen.
You said every angle.
Listen, men don't listen. We hear what we want to hear just like women hear what they want to hear. And that's why even though you're compatible with somebody, even though you might know somebody for so long, you love somebody, we still can't get the shit right. Because we don't listen. If we listen more, we'd be able to understand on both sides. Most time when they're not listening, it's like they want the support. I was actually, this is fun fact. So I was watching Divorce Court, and I was just listening to what the man had to complain about, and it was the most immature ass shit. So the women was taking care of the bills, right? They got the kids. They're doing all this shit, and they're working overtime, and the niggas at home, rap career, trying to start a business, looking for jobs. He don't want. He's an entrepreneur. He don't want to work for nobody. And I'm just like, you're not helping at all. Like, what
you just
type
want to be supported.
Yes, and
completely.
And you don't listen. You're not listening at all. And so how can you support your woman? And then another thing too, women, the money should. Let's take the money out of the equation. If you was a broke nigga, your girl broke, you have to really learn your woman. You have to really put time and effort into your woman. You gotta get off the 2K. You gotta get off the net, get off the Instagram, get off the clubs, and get at home with your woman. Because you can't, it won't work. A lot of times we don't listen. We don't hear what you have to say. If you have somebody say, "Hey, Dre, I'm going through something," you know what I'm saying? My family's going through X, Y, and Z, and I'm like, you know, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. You'll figure it out. Instead of actually saying, "Well, listen, how can I help you? How can I listen to you? Do you want to vent to me? I know you vent to your girls, but do you want to vent to me?" If we listen more, that would be a different situation. And I'll leave it at that. Like, simple.
So I guess I mean like moral support. Like you got like a boss chick, she bossed up, you know. And you get
talked about this.
You get some men that's just, I don't know. I feel like the ego gets in the way, and they don't want to like support her in the ways that I feel like they should. You support them in every way possible, but you feel like sometimes you don't get that back.
See, it's tough. Men are very, very soft when it comes to that.
Why?
Because we don't want to be outshone by our woman. Mind you, you're building together. Your mindset is like, yo, I'm building with me and my man, my nigga, right? But his mindset is, I'm the provider. I'm the alpha male. You can't reach my level. But when he see that you do, it's hard for him to understand that and adjust to that. Cause like one track mind, we're not open at all. We're stuck in our ways. We're like, no, I was taught that I'm supposed to be the hustler. I'm supposed to be the go-getter. I'm supposed to be the shooter. I'm supposed to be this.
Can I ask, with that type of mindset, do you feel like a man still thinks in their mind, like, I still want to see her win? With having that all in mind, like, I'm supposed to be the provider. I'm supposed to be the one that's up here, you know?
I'm going to be honest with y'all. This is the naked truth.
Okay.
men, they say they want to see y'all win. But we in our mindset is fear. If we see y'all winning, we see that we lose y'all. Mind you, y'all mindset is completely different. But because of our insecurities, the minute we see y'all bossing up, we feel like we lost y'all. Right. Most dudes will cheat just because you're bossing up. Don't even have not an urge. Listen, you can be sexy as hell, give me everything I need. Nothing wrong. The minute I see you leveling up and you're on Instagram and you're getting likes and all that type of verification, like all that love, I don't know how to handle that. If I'm an insecure person, I don't know how to handle that. My girl was bossing up in front of me. And we think that whenever y'all boss up, y'all want to upgrade. Y'all want a new nigga.
You think that like stems from wanting women to need you because that gives some type of masculinity, some validation in that?
I think it stems from it because you also, like, for example, men want to be the breadwinner. Why? Because we want control. Right. if we don't have the bread, we don't have no control.
There you have it.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's the one thing. That's why a lot of dudes will hustle before they get a job, because they don't want to have to answer to no woman. Nobody, no man, even me, no man wants to have to answer to a woman about financial stability.
Quick question.
Talk to me.
All right. So with that mindset as well, do you think that is why there's so many men out here making fun of men like, what's his name, Russell Wilson?
Yes, yeah,
yeah. Like, do you guys feel like people who do answer to their woman or really like are engaged in their woman and her what she's doing, regardless where she's at? Do you think that like is why you guys are calling people like that simps and making fun of them?
Wait, can I add on to that?
Yeah.
But I feel like they're both on the same level, but he got his own shit going on. He's in NFL, she's bossing, so they're like kind of.
Well, yeah, for sure. But I'm just saying, like, you see in the media, I'm using him as an example because you see him in the media and he looks like the ideal person. Everyone's bragging, like women are bragging about how like they may have something similar or they may be insinuating that they want something similar, like making it like, this is a dream, like this is a fantasy, this is goals and everything's, these are goals. So I'm saying because that is his image out here, that he's that perfect guy and he's just so attentive to his family and to Sierra, and then she has her prayer and that's how he came along and this and that, and everybody's feeding off that. You see Summer Walker use that in her album, her prayer, because that's a trending thing. And I'm saying like that's why I'm using him as an example, because they're making fun of him. I saw a lot of like bigger names, but men in particular, making fun of him like he's a simp and like trying to make it seem like, oh, it's not cool to be that way. Like he's lame, like he's corny. This is a corny guy or whatever. You know what I mean?
But check it out though. I'm gonna just be honest with you. Men who are not doing that, the majority, they don't find that normal. So when it's not normal, and it's not, if everybody's doing the opposite, why would they praise that?
Gotcha.
You feel what I'm saying? So think about it. If a person who's a simp calling a person a simp, what does that mean about you? Like first of all, you're opening your mouth about another man and his family. First of all, and this is on a podcast of a whole bunch of other athletes. That should have been stopped from the rip. Because you can't, first of all, let's be honest, you cannot talk bad about a man for no reason and no penalty. The man didn't do nothing to you. He ain't did nothing wrong. Wasn't in the media. He's a good person, right?
Right.
If that was the standard, he wouldn't be a simp. But because it's not, because people like toxic shit.
Exactly.
People like entertainment. People like messy shit. Like, for example, all the messy shit was popping right now, right? Bad Girls Club, right? All that. What? With Love and Hip Hop?
Yeah.
Seeing people cry, go through the same issues that we're going through, but just on a TV screen, we praise that.
Right.
So why wouldn't he call him a simp? I mean, it was predictable. It's like, bro, but you ain't got half the money he got.
Yeah.
He actually gave her assets to help with the baseball team. Like he put her on.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
But do you think that's the reason why like these people are making fun of people like that, because of like the mindset that you just, said that a lot of men have out here?
Hurt people hurt people.
Absolutely.
It's that simple.
It is.
And once you really like just dissect it and just understand it, you're just like, oh, that's why. You feel what I'm saying?
No, because I think about that too. Like it has to be something deep inside of yourself.
Yeah, like
that you're going through and you're projecting.
A podcast that you first of all, you're blessed to have.
Right.
You have a following galore. Like you have an amazing following. You give amazing content. You have great guests. And the first thing that come out your mouth is about another athlete that said nothing negative about you. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And now they're using him as it's like the trend of like bashing, like, like clowning and all that. See, that's bullying to me.
It is a form
You know what
of
I'm saying?
It
But
is.
and then the other guys on there ain't said nothing.
Right.
Yeah, they ain't stood up for him or nothing. So it lets you know that, when you're actually doing what everybody wish they were doing, no one's gonna praise you. You're really by yourself. You're alone in the world with that. But you know what? He got a family. He actually has somebody else's kid that he's taking care of. And he's a good man.
So you think there's a lot more men out here that want to be more so like a simp, but they think that they're going to be like talked about or frowned upon?
I don't even
whatever.
think that. I don't even think that. I just people, the lack of education and knowledge, the wisdom.
And I guess it will come up, right? Like, sometimes.
Like, because, I think about it in old school days, man. Everybody thought that their granddad was this good stand-up man. Meanwhile, he had side chicks galore. He was cheating and he was doing wild stuff behind the scenes, beating on your grandma.
Whatever the case was.
Exactly. Yeah. But then when you really be out here living that life and, you try and create a legacy for yourself and build yourself, and instead of that being a standard, it's frowned upon. So it's like, but that it's only it's up to the consumer, which is us, to either entertain it or say, no, it's a waste of my time.
Yeah.
That's it. Because also, whenever you take that in, that energy becomes you. If you agree that he's a simp, you're going like, yeah, he's a simp. You're going to think every person doing something good is a simp. Nothing is ever what it seems.
And we're living in this like hot girl era where like everybody just wants to be like a hot girl and just saying that this is how you're supposed to live a certain way, and
I feel bad.
Like F niggas and this and that.
Yeah, I feel bad because that's not bringing us together. It's making us hate each other more.
Yeah,
I listen to a lot of female rappers now. They more gangster than the niggas.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
that same thing that you literally just said. We are on to the men that don't want to see us succeed. We could see it in their actions, the things that they say to us, and we don't like that. So are we supposed to sit down and accept that? And I think that's where a lot of our female rappers come from with their point of view and the type of music that they put out there. And I think they're like, well, you feel like you should be looked at like you're up here and I'm down here regardless of your situation. And then you get to like shade me because you're not where you want to be in life, but you feel like I might be somewhere where you want to be in life and I'm looking like here and you looking like there, because it's all about that in your mind for some reason, the stats or whatever. You know what I mean? So I believe that women just was like, fuck it, I'm going to make this type of music. It's our new form of empowerment for us, because no one wants us to win, it seems like.
See, no, I'm about to say that. Karma's a bitch because, no, listen. Listen, because I grew up where it was only male-dominant rappers. And you had maybe one or two, like Queen Latifah and MC Lyte. Yeah, and then Lil Kim. But everybody had to be sexy, slutty to even be seen. You had other rappers that wasn't even on that type of time. They ain't getting no type of like love, support, nothing. So now the fact that women are taking over, I'm taking it, like it's mine now.
Like not just being sexy, being lyrical.
But then also talking some shit.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
With
like
actual talent.
Yeah.
If Nicki Minaj, remember when she came out and she was like #1 everything, she was competing with niggas.
Exactly.
And was winning.
There were no women in her lane at that time, but she paved the way.
She did. She did. Listen, Lil Kim was raw, but when it came to the bars, a lot of male rappers could not keep up with Nicki Minaj. She just couldn't, and that's why she would dominate her category. But if you really put her in a category with other men, she would win. And a lot of niggas couldn't handle that, and that's what it is. It's just this pulling arm thing. Like I'm the man. I get that. But times have changed.
Right. And if you're so much the man, you don't have to always beat at your chest and prove it. Yeah. Right. You just be that.
Now, I will say, though, a lot of y'all women think y'all niggas.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all women got an imaginary dick somewhere.
You get tired of men talking down on you and not supporting you, so you like, shoot.
But yeah, I mean, I get it. Still be a woman, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because
don't take away from the fact that we are women, because... Yes. That's a beautiful thing.
Thank you. It's unique.
We are a little more masculine, I would say. You know,
you ain't got to prove to me that you're a woman. Yeah. I know you're a woman. I see your hair texture. I see what you look like. I see the femininity. I know. So you don't got to beat on your chest like you ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to bark with me.
But you know, it's a defense mechanism.
It is, and
because of all that.
But I wish that men wasn't so hard on y'all. Yeah. I wish us as men wasn't so hard on y'all. We make it hard for y'all to do anything. And listen, we make it hard for y'all to do anything. Y'all can't look good. Y'all can't step out. If y'all do anything, y'all get crucified for it. Right. I'm listening.
On the cross.
Listen. If you look good, you're getting hate. Oh, you looking good for that nigga? Da, da, da. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you go out with your girls too long, hey, you taking too long, get your ass home. But then we do whatever the fuck we want. Make it make sense. And then we don't want no shit behind it. We don't want you talking to us about it. We don't want no arguments about it. We want you to shut the fuck up and just come on. You feel what I'm saying?
A double standard.
Do you think a woman should still be with a man that's not supportive?
No, I think it's obvious. You should be with a man that's willing to learn. First of all, listen, it's 2022. I'm 33. There's niggas out here that really want to learn you as a person. Right. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I study everybody. I study y'all. I study. If I talk to you, if I engage in conversation with you, I have to protect myself. I have to know who I'm dealing with. So I'm going to test you. I'm going to study. I'm going to really figure you out the best way I can. I'm going to go off of that. If men took time to study their women, they would find way more ways than they could ever imagine to be supportive. Like,
absolutely.
It's just, and it is a small shit. Just I know it's a small shit. Cleaning the house when you're gone. No woman want to come home to a dirty ass crib and you talking about I'm tired.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But then you want her to cook. Like text her and say, "Hey, you want me to put something in the microwave for you, or you want me to just cook something real quick? Thaw out the freezer
If you
stuff."
can't cook, order.
Listen, but there's
Don't
so
fill us
many
with
ways to solve problems. I'm a problem solver. I don't like to let shit linger. I don't want to argue about nothing later on. If we have a disagreement, let's figure it out before we go to bed.
Right.
I don't want to go to sleep mad no more. Like,
But
I don't.
that's a personality trait that you have.
Yes.
You get what I mean? So, like, with a lot of people, they don't possess that in their actual personality traits to, put that into their everyday life situations.
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes, like, I can't expect that out of you in no damn
But
relationship.
see, it's sad though when a man doesn't want to problem solve.
It is.
You feel what I'm saying? Like that's his nature. Like that's just like you're a woman, you have an issue. I'm gonna sit here and love on you, fuck you, do all this shit to you with
But we
you.
can't solve shit together.
But I can't. But I'm gonna tell you to figure it out.
But we
I'm
can't
living
solve
with
shit
you.
together.
I'm eating your listen, because no, let's be real. A lot of niggas be up in these girls' cribs eating their food, driving their cars, not paying no rent. Might give a couple dollars here and there.
Preach.
But you mean tell me you can't, like, yo, like, are we serious? You can't help me figure shit out? Now,
Right.
what I will say though too, because it's a double standard, because when women be like, the first thing they say is like, what's your cash app? Or send me some money, send me this, send me that. All that trauma that y'all done been through dealing with these fuck niggas. Now y'all, it's cash first, talk later. You feel what I'm saying? Cash first, talk later. So now I'm paying for pussy. Like, why am I paying for pussy when I just want to get to know you? I'm only going to take you serious if you give me money. Like, if you give me money, I'm going to take you serious. If you
And
give
even
me
then,
money,
sometimes I don't know.
man, listen, I seen niggas give 150 and still ain't get no play. So make it make sense.
Yeah,
The dates and shit, like, dog, there's a lot to it
Because-
though.
Yeah, unblock me and
Unfortunately, since that's trending to go about things that way, there are guys that actually think, well, I got money, I don't mind tricking off, but because I'm tricking off, it don't matter like what my performance really is. I got her, but you gotta. I mean, I'm not encouraging get the money and dip or none of
Yeah,
that
I'm about
type
to
of.
say, I'm looking
I'm
at
not
you like-
saying, nah. I'm just going along with what you had put out there. I'm saying like there are guys that actually like going towards those type of women because this is a type. This isn't every woman, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking no type of woman or no type of man. I'm just saying people that's in that category. You got men that fit right in that category because that's what they like. And sometimes they feel like, oh, well, I got money and I don't got to really do much. You know, I just pass off money on this girl. I'm buying her. But also, I could do whatever I want because I got options because I got money or whatever. So I'm just buying her off or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
I have to
there's
understand.
guys that feel that way too.
That's a problem.
That is a problem.
She's a human being.
Yeah.
So money doesn't change anything.
I'm just saying it could be messed
Yeah.
up both ways, you know?
Yeah, because she'll cheat on you. She'll get the bag from you,
Mm-hmm.
entertain you while you're there because she know that's why she love you now because now you sponsoring.
Yeah.
But she's gonna find love outside of you. But that's a dangerous game because when you fall in love out of some bullshit, when you in a relationship or even a situationship where you're getting money to fuck with somebody, but then you're entertaining somebody else because women do fuck raw,
Yeah.
and niggas love fucking raw too. Now you catching yourself up in a situation you can't get yourself out of, with the pregnancy, STD, whatever the case may be.
Whatever the
All
case may
because
be.
this nigga just rather pay you and shut you up and get what he want and be gone.
And you're being bought.
Yeah, that's it. Paying for pussy. I'm tired of the OnlyFans. I'm sorry. Like, I'm tired. Like, listen. First of all, I'm paying $20 just to fucking see you every month. Like, the fuck?
Do you?
I don't. No. I'm just saying, like,
You
no.
have an account
Listen,
here.
no, listen.
She said, sir.
I thought about it.
I don't know. You said I'm
We
paying
thought about
this.
paying or
I
being
thought
a part
about-
of
man,
it and
being a
making
part
the
of it,
money.
man, I'm trying to make some bread. I ain't about
Okay.
to- listen, it's going in.
I ain't knocking you.
Listen, I thought about it. I was like, man, let me figure this shit out, dog. And I was like, you know what? After a week, I was like, nah, this ain't for me.
No, don't do that.
This ain't for me. Take my shit out of here. Like, I'm good. Yeah, it was called the late night hours. Like, it was crazy as hell.
Oh, wow.
I was committed at first.
You know how to throw some shit together, don't
Listen,
you?
Podcast wasn't the only hustle. I was trying
Oh man, you said I'm gonna make my money some
Listen.
way.
to 3 different incomes, dog.
So when a man posts a woman, does that validate the relationship just
Fuck
because
no.
he's posting a picture?
Fuck no. What? No. He just posted a picture.
Now these are questions I'm saying on
Yo.
Facebook.
Yo, no, listen, no, but you know what? This is a good conversation because
Okay.
we overthink a lot of shit rather than just see it for what it is. Just because a nigga posted a girl on his Instagram don't mean that 10 minutes later he can't delete that shit.
Or That he could just be telling every girl is somebody else.
Yeah, like, man, listen. It's what you say in the caption. It's what you say in the caption.
Caption, you still got because people
No.
love being number two. There's a lot of side chicks out here like, all right, wrap it up, okay?
But
Make
listen,
the little post and whatever.
the streets ain't delusional. The streets ain't delusional. You might be delusional, but when we see that caption, we know what the fuck going on.
Trying to
on
prove
now.
some shit.
Niggas are trying to figure out what happened to Takeoff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people will do their investigation.
Right.
It don't matter what it is. We are the FBI, and women are the fucking FBI.
Yeah.
So everybody know what it is. It's just who's going to tell that person. You feel what I'm saying? If that's what it is. But when for example, when I was messing with like, and now this is old. Everything that I'm talking about is old now.
Oh, okay.
This is going on YouTube. Like,
Look at the camera.
listen.
Old.
There was like 5 girls at one time I was juggling. And this is when Instagram really first like started getting popular. First it was Twitter, then it went to Instagram, and that's when like it was popping, like 2010, 2011. And I was nervous because like this chick I was fucking with, she was cool as hell.
Okay.
And I did like her. I didn't see us going nowhere, but she was like, "Yo, like post me on your page."
She asked you to do that.
Yeah, she asked me to do it, and I was at first I was kind of
Okay.
hesitant, and I felt forced. And once I did that, I lost everybody.
Yeah.
Because now I'm getting text messages. There was girls actually commenting like, "Yo, who's this?" Like, I had to take it down, but she actually seen it. Because listen, I posted it the night and I went to sleep. The next morning, we fell out. It was bad. Chicks was DMing her and everything. Like it was bad.
You didn't think about that when she asked? Or were you just like think about it at the moment, like, let me just make sure she happy real quick?
I thought the girls on the side was loyal. I thought they was going to keep their mouth shut.
So wait,
You thought
everybody
you
knew
were
about it? No.
No, that no one knew.
So what
But
what made you think that?
see, this I'm telling you.
Thought you had game.
I told you, like, I thought they was going, play their position, and of course, there was feelings that they had that I didn't know were there. That's the difference. Like people,
Really?
Man, trust me.
You didn't know they were there.
I'm a Cancer. I wasn't paying attention to them. Remember we just
Okay,
talked about
I'm
this.
glad you said that. 'Cause I was like, you didn't know they were there. Or you were just ignoring the signs.
I wasn't there. They were there.
Okay,
The emotional
okay.
connection they were building, I was just having fun. So I'm thinking about, giving you hugs, showing you love, giving you my attention. But once I'm gone, I'm gone. So, but in their mind, you know how y'all are in the mind. Oh, I like him, and now you're texting like, yo, this dude's cool as hell. I'm about to see what's up with him. But I'm just playing a game. So when I posted it, I'm thinking that's the one I really liked. But then I ended up losing that because I wasn't done with the other few. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You thought they were just going to be quiet. That was like,
I thought they was doing them.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I thought they was.
Okay.
Of course, but then next thing
Right.
you know, you're like, nah, you can't have your cake and eat it too. I thought they were like, you know what, I'm happy for you. That's what's up. You'll come back around. But instead, nah, it blew in my face.
So what did the caption say then? Was it just a picture?
No, it was just a picture. Yeah, I ain't put no caption. No.
So you couldn't lie and say this is my sister.
I was scared as hell. They say anything. I'm not a good liar. That's why I start telling the truth more. Like, I'm not a good liar.
Crazy. Same with me.
Yeah, see, I'm not a good liar at all.
Yeah,
And
same with
then
me.
I sleep good at night knowing I could just be raw and honest with you. That's why communication is key with
Absolutely.
me, because if I can't communicate to you, then this ain't gonna work.
Yeah, that's crazy. Same thing with me. When I
See?
realized at a young age, I just was not good at it, and I just ever since then I just tell the truth. Like,
Yeah, my game wasn't that strong. No.
yeah.
And being grown and lying is crazy.
You look,
So
listen.
fucking annoying, and it's a turn off. And men just be
It's
lying. It's like,
crazy.
why
But see,
are you lying? And that is so annoying,
I
guys.
never-
Please.
We were always told to lie though. Kids grew up being told like, "Yo, don't ever tell the girl the truth. Take it to the grave with you."
Yup.
But
and
you
they
know,
will.
but you know what though, and that messes us up because that's trauma. That's a lot of trauma. Like when we were kids, man, we were taught by the wrong people.
Here's the guy. I was about
The
to say,
wrong
I don't recall
people.
being taught that. So that's what the boys were being taught.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
damn,
told,
that
listen,
makes a lot
I
of
was
sense.
told to play girls, to get money,
Yeah.
don't take nobody serious, have fun, be
Not show the
reckless.
emotion.
Yeah, no emotion, don't cry.
You just cracked the code to why this generation is get money, fuck bitches, fuck niggas.
They hear it nonstop. And then in the music industry, you know how
Makes
music
it
is.
worse,
Music
yeah.
is the best way to communicate. Because you got beats that you can relate to. Like you hear a rhythm, it feels good to you. No matter what the lyrics are, you going to vibe with that song. A lot of the songs talk about death. You feel what I'm saying? Like talking about killing people and like God save me from the
And
devil.
you
And
be
all.
twerking to that.
Yeah, and you be, but man,
No
listen.
judgment though.
Exactly. And that, we was taught all this stuff. And it's like once you start living by that, and then if you first get hurt, because man, we so soft. We so damn soft, dog. The minute a girl breaks our heart, dog, we listen to the saddest motherfucking song we can find in the playlist.
We like Rod Wave.
No, see, I that's not my era. But yeah, all these little young niggas now, that's why they be out here want to kill people. Like, dog, they hurt.
They be hurt.
They be hurt. Like, yo, we ain't never. I don't want to turn dark, but we ain't never shot no females, dog. Like, this shit reckless as hell. Like, these niggas is really sad. They don't even know how to express themselves. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so imagine we dealt with trauma, but our trauma we giving them now is like, yo, we gotta stop that shit because now we're losing them, and we don't even know why. But it starts with us. Right. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. A lot of those situations, like it would be because a man is having a hard time with rejection. Unfortunately, there's been a number of women who have lost their lives because a lot of those men, you know, they couldn't handle the rejection.
Because they don't know how to love themselves.
There's too many people in the world for that, you know?
But you know what, though? It doesn't even start with the people. It starts with you. If you don't love it, if you don't know how to love yourself, see, that's a key. Anybody can say, man, just love yourself.
No, you're absolutely right. It does start there first. Because you hear me, I'm like, there's too many people in the world. Why are you tripping over her? Go see about somebody else. But it's within yourself.
If your mom ain't showing you love,
right?
Your father ain't around to show you love,
right?
How do you know what love feel like? And then when you go out there looking for love, but you know, based off of what you think it is,
right?
And you get rejected, like, damn, nobody wants me. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you're thinking reckless because, like, yo, and then now the drugs is the worst. Like, everybody popping pills now.
Yeah, it's a trend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We ain't never did no shit like that. So now when I hear that shit, it's like, yo, like, we're losing our kids, we're losing our youth because the impulsive decisions that we did.
We're losing our minds.
Yeah. And now we're helping them lose theirs.
Well, let's get into some topics here.
Talk to me.
Those the hot topics.
Yeah, so what do you think is worse? Your girl cheating with the op or the homie?
The op. My girl cheating with the op is worse because she know where my issue is with him. If she cheated with the homie, there was a connection. I gotta respect that. That's the one thing niggas ain't gonna talk about. The connection. Whatever you was doing, you was fucking up. He was taking care of behind your back. Right? That's integrity, nigga. Because he could have said, "Fuck you, bitch." You know what I'm saying? But instead, when you was lacking and doing whatever the fuck you was doing behind the scenes, because first of all, a man can't slide in where you're already at. Right. You was gone.
Absolutely.
So all that time that he put in, nigga, that's an emotional connection. He was protecting her. He was doing something. And you know how I know that? Because I did that.
Right. So you saying like it's more natural for that to come about versus somebody going to go mess with the ops because that's more like premeditated, intentional.
That's
There's
typical.
Some type of malicious, you know.
I expect that.
It's a malicious act.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's an interesting point of view because, like you said, not too many people talk about that.
Yeah.
She's sleeping with the op. It makes you think, well, what y'all about to do? Is this going to be a setup here? Like, what are you trying to do? You really just can't trust somebody like that because we know one thing
I
for
expect
sure.
that. I expect that. Like, you know, you got to understand that, yo, your castle can be broken into. I think about ancient times, like with the kingdoms and all that shit. Like, you see how shit play out.
You're off with it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of know how people slide in there. Like, it's this conversation, you know, word of mouth and and then they find a way to get in. So whatever you're doing is because, like, if that person felt comfortable, like the ops, for example, if they was able to get to your girl, you weren't doing something right.
Yeah, but I think it makes it dangerous, especially if you're dealing with maybe a guy in the street. If you messing with their op, that can make a guy feel like, well, is y'all going to try to set me up? What were y'all intentions here?
Yeah, like
because
the motive behind this.
Because with guys nowadays, like street guys, if that's your op, you know, it's on sight sometimes. Yeah. So if you cheating with him and he's out to kill me, I can't trust you.
It's premeditated.
Yeah.
It's already plotted out. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, she feeling the other nigga better. You obviously did something like, you know, first of all, women are smooth as fuck. If we hurt y'all, that's what I say, if you do something wrong, if you do something out of character where she feel betrayed, it's open season.
Yeah.
And most times, women don't want to get niggas killed. But it just kind of play out like that. Y'all seen these little hustler movies and all that, how they play out. It just happens. That's just a cycle. It just happens like that.
But then we know that 9 times out of 10, if it's a situation going on, it's a female behind it.
Absolutely.
It's always a female behind it.
So
if she fucking with your op, that's dangerous.
But see, but then another thing too, you can't tell her everything. How does she know who your op is?
Then you wanted to tell her who your op is to stay away so she could protect her.
Not telling her nothing.
Not you know what? Safety.
No, hold on. See, now see that
it gets tricky.
I knew this was coming.
The plot thickens.
I knew this was coming. Check this out. My goal, if I'm in that, first of all, if I'm in that I'm gonna let you know I'm in that, but I'm not gonna go into detail.
Not going into details.
The less you know, the better. Just
Yeah.
know that I'm in that, and I just know when it's time for I tell you, like, get the fuck up and leave, or like, get out the way. Just get the fuck up and go. Don't ask no questions. Just respect that. If you're gonna mess with me, because I'm gonna give you the game plan first. Like, listen, this is what I'm dealing with. I'm gonna let you know, firsthand. I'm letting you know up front what I'm getting myself into, so that way you know what you're getting yourself into. I'm not gonna let this put your life in danger just because I like you. You feel what I'm saying? This is my life, and this is what I do. This is how I make my money. This is how I survive. If you're gonna fuck with me, I'm gonna be honest with you. You take it for what it is. If you fuck with it, cool. If you don't, then go ahead. But I'm not about to get caught up in no bullshit. You're not fucking my ops.
Right.
Okay? I'm not gonna put you in position to do that.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
So you're not going to tell her so she could.
Yeah, like that. I'm giving you the keys to success.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a chess move.
Yeah, but then that goes along with guys make decisions on the females that they're picking, because
absolutely.
if you got a down ass chick,
Yeah, it's a
she's
judgment
not
call.
going to be fucking with somebody that you don't get along with, or she could tell there's some tension with. Because you don't, like you said, if you don't even tell the girl that you got a problem with it, if that's your girl and she pays attention, she can sense that, oh yeah, there's something going on between them two. He ain't really his friend, or he ain't really fucking with him, so I'm gonna fall back.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that me and Cuz don't get along, but I'm not gonna go into depth.
Yeah, we don't want to know details, but you should definitely let them know, like, yeah,
because for her safety too, like for
purposes.
example, because you seen state property where Shorty got kidnapped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That type of shit happens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm going through some shit and I feel disrespected and I know I can get you.
But you know that sound more like your op should know who your girl is, so they
me.
can't get her.
Instagram.
Right.
Instagram.
So you're saying it's the inevitable that way.
Always said it best. Shout out to Owie. Always said it best. He said, I don't post my girl. I'm not posting her. That's a target.
Mm-hmm.
When he said that on Instagram Live, he's like, yo, when you post your girl, you pin a target on her back. Because you, first of all, especially if you in the streets, if you heavy in the streets, if you really like that, you shouldn't even be on the gram yourself.
I mean, I agree.
But then you posting your girl and you posting all the designer that you give her. You worshiping her and all that, and you got another dude out here hating on you that really don't like you, that don't care for your livelihood, your existence. Walking target.
Yeah, now that's different.
I don't gotta get you. I'm gonna get her.
Yeah, that's different. And then you also got to teach your girl how to move when it comes to you, especially if you're a street guy.
You gotta know. You gotta have some street smarts. I don't give a damn how book smart you are. I don't give a damn if you got 2 degrees. I don't give a damn what school you went to, with alumni, whatever. I don't care about none of that. If you ain't street smart, I can't fuck with you. Because how can you protect me if I can't protect you?
But we living in a different world now. You know, back then, guys only in the streets only dealt with girls that came from the same background as them.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you dealing with guys that deal with different girls on the internet that don't know nothing about the streets, that don't know that if we're in the area, you can't post this picture because I got enemies out here.
Well, I guess that would just play a role where you need to be dating people that are discreet about how they move in their own lives. If there are people that's like, they're an open book the whole way through, maybe that's not the type of girl you need if that's what you're into.
Right.
Yeah.
But then dudes can't be so careless either, though. Like,
exactly, that's what I mean.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because she's not as smart. First of all, if I'm street smart and she's not as street smart, I'm not gonna put her in a situation where I expect her to be street smart. You know what I'm saying? It's like taking a scholar and then putting them into a dumber class.
Yeah, but it's what I'm saying is like, okay, even with the guy that passed away, the rapper, what was his name?
PNB Rock.
PNB Rock. They're just at, lunch or
Roscoe,
whatever.
Yeah, Roscoe's.
They're not in a situation where, she's in danger or it got dangerous because she posted a picture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to teach your girl how to move.
But
so say, hey, post this picture. Wait until we leave. Then you could post a picture.
But they had their jewelry on.
Yeah.
They was out. You feel what I'm saying? Like, first of all, you're in California, and I don't want to speak bad on their situation, so let me just clarify that real quick. But for me, like, I'm from the north side, right? You crazy as hell if I'm gonna go to the hill with all that shit on.
Or anywhere.
You crazy, not home, even a home way. You show love to people, but not everybody love you.
Yeah.
You don't know people's situation, like, you know what I'm saying? We and then we're from Pittsburgh. We live in a city. We live in a city where, I have an example. Let's say I meet you walking down the street, right? I'm having a bad day, but I meet you. You bad as hell. I gotta get your number. You give me your number. I feel good. I'm smiling now. Another nigga fucked up. He lost his job. Baby moms got him for child support. He feel like he ain't shit nigga. And he see me smiling. That nigga so mad he ready to just kill me just because. Yeah. That's where we at right now. So you think you can just, because you're a rapper, you ain't got no security, and you wear Roscoe's and shit sweet. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck all that checking in shit. Let's talk about the realistic shit. Like, yo, I'm walking into somebody. That's like me going to the spot with all my chain on, my chain and shit on, like somebody outside waiting on me. You
So
feel
a
what I'm
lot of
saying?
things that led
It's
up
just
to that situation.
if I'm going to the BET Awards, I know damn well I'm wearing that shit. If I'm going out to go eat, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's regular people that are hungry. We're in fucking inflation right now.
Right.
You know, recession. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's just the logical side of thinking of things. You're not. Everybody ain't safe. So it's just like, no, you gotta be smarter with that. I might wear one little necklace, but I'm not gonna wear a whole ass. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I agree.
You gotta move differently when you're in the industry. It's
exactly.
like, okay,
yes.
I do believe that people in the industry.
If you move differently, you go to LA and certain area
Yeah,
jewelry. But
exactly.
if you in the hood, you come on now. You know you can't be doing
that.
But
I really do think that like people in the industry sometimes forget that they're really that big, make that big of an impact in the world. So they feel like I could just do something like this. This feels like a regular right thing to do today.
You're still human. You're still human.
Without thinking about all the other things that.
Dre, what's next for Two Braid Dre? What do you got going on?
Man, so I'm actually going to announce this now. I'm writing a book.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm working on it's either going to thank you. It's either going but this is either going to be a movie or a TV show.
Okay.
I'm going to do a duplicate of Savoy.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you from the inside.
Oh,
you know when you first walk in, you see that glass door, you walk in, you feeling all nostalgic, you feeling like you made it. I'm going to show you the inside. Okay. I'm going to show you the behind the scenes.
Okay.
I'm going to show you the raw shit. Like how P-Valley is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on that shit right now. I write my script. Listen, I actually practice every day. I write at least 3 or 4 or 5 pages.
Okay.
That's
dope.
So you're gonna start off with the book. And
it's gonna be from my point of view from when I first came home from Maryland, like when I had no money, how I met Solo. You know what I'm saying? How he connected me with Mike, and how we really took this shit over for the 2 years I was there. Yeah, so that's crazy. I do.
I'm excited.
I love podcasts. Podcast is cool, but like I said, I want to venture. I want to do so much shit where I'm on other people's platforms, and I can be able to just give my wisdom through that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep my stuff, but like, there's so much more I want to do, and I want to direct movies. I have a movie I want to direct right now, and I'm writing a script for. It's called The Black Butterfly.
Okay.
It's like you know how movies have like that sad ending where people get shot and killed and all that. Not in this one.
Okay.
Everybody's gonna learn how to communicate.
Okay.
Men are gonna learn how to say, you know what, I'm gonna put my pride and my ego to the side. We're gonna figure this out. You know, do you, but this is what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be about respect on both ends.
Okay, so you putting that out there to give people a different viewpoint.
I'm saving our people from our own demise.
Right.
Because every time we see a movie, it's always about niggas getting killed. It's always about somebody being the last man left. I'm tired of Western movies.
Right.
Now I want my people to stay, so now I'm gonna start promoting good movies that keep black people.
Putting that positivity out.
They gotta see it. They gotta see it.
Image.
Yeah.
I think that's dope.
I appreciate that. Yes.
No problem.
Because I didn't know that you had a production company.
So my production company is 54 Visions.
Okay.
So that's like my umbrella. Everything that I'm doing, it could be music, entertainment, whatever the fucking case it may be. It's photography, everything is gonna be under that umbrella. I'm going to change a lot of lives. I'm going to put so many people in position of power to really take care of their families. We're not going to have to ask for loans and get it from other people. We're going to really support each other as a brand, and we're going to network the best we can because the black culture needs us the most. And we really got, and now it's time for us to really step the fuck up and start really using our voices and our gifts, not to entertain other people, but our people.
Right. Aired it on the Naked Truth.
Yes.
Thanks for that.
Yes.
Anything else you want to say and put out there to the people?
I always like to give, my little wisdom, my little last little words of wisdom.
Okay, go right ahead.
Oh, where the camera at? Listen, it might not happen today, but it doesn't mean it doesn't happen tomorrow. Okay. You still have every time you wake up, you have an opportunity to perfect your craft. You have an opportunity to make your life change. You have an opportunity to be who you weren't the day before. So just keep that energy, never give up, and don't let nobody take you off your path and disrupt your vision. Peace and love.
Absolutely.